done as a coach to be a coach. It was like a cheap ass, lame ass Zoom interview, and it was totally a nepotism violation and honor code violation for the school. But you know what we say about nepotism around here? All the white dudes get away with it. Lastly, speaking of white dudes and nasty white dudes at that, and nasty white dudes who may have weird Chester the Molester vans, allegedly, respectfully. Les Miles came out in his lawsuit from 2013 that he specifically only really hired blonde, cute, and fit female staffers, and invited them to his condo where he would like make them really uncomfortable, like your uncle being attracted to you uncomfortable.
Wow. Wow, that was really bad, bro. That was a really bad simile. That was a really bad simile.
Because you know people and can name them. Because you know coaches who are like that.
Just change the subject.
I'm not. This is from his lawsuit. The lawsuit that he let go. Because he was trying to get some stuff dismissed, information dismissed about the case, and yeah, he was out here inappropriately like touching staffers, female staffers. Like assistants, like trainers, water girls, whoever you can think of, inappropriately touching them at his condo when he kissed one of them. And you know what LSU's punishment was? Guess. Who wants to guess?
Nothing.
Exactly. They said, don't do it again. That was their punishment of Les Miles. So imagine what's going on in Kansas. That's all I'm saying. Just imagine. That's all the college football news, though. That's nasty.
All right, and with that, we move to Take or Tangent.
You know, you should probably let me find it first, stall, make a joke. I don't know.
You know I don't have those.
You really don't.
You guys haven't been doing this for 200 episodes.
216. And I forget he has no. I forget he has no comedic genius or timing. He's just really petty and an asshole.
Ooh, you guys have no idea what's been going on in our other group chat.
We're not going to talk about what happens in group chats. Stays off the show. Because then we'd all be in trouble.
So, first off, we got Seattle and Russell Wilson. For those of you who've been following the situation, basically Russell Wilson was saying how he's not happy. He hasn't been involved in personnel decisions.
Who knew your occasional elongated mouth breathing would be a perfect intro for a segue?
Wow. Anyways, basically, Russell Wilson was allegedly wanting a trade, and then he said he wasn't wanting a trade. And, well, this week, the Seattle Seahawks came out and said they weren't happy about any of it. They didn't want any of their business out in the street. So, with that, they are picking up the calls on Russell Wilson. So, you got a take or a tangent on the Seattle Seahawks being upset with their quote-unquote franchise quarterback, Russell Wilson.
Are they going to pull a Jasmine Sullivan and bust the windows out of his car? Are they going to pull a, what's that one chick who came up with the song, If He Cheats? Are they going to do that?
I'm going to recycle the joke that I used in one of our other group chats.
Oh, boy.
Just like Sierra thought she was Riri and Beyonce, Russell Wilson out here thinking he's a top 5 quarterback all time. All time, bro. All time. I'm going to say it one more time. All time.
He thought he was Dylon.
We got to get that dude, the engineer dude who always stands for Russell Wilson. Because even when I talked to him a couple weeks ago, because now I guess we're friends. Now we're friends. You guys are he just checked up on me. He was like, "Hey man, are you good?
How's your mental health?"
I was like, "Okay, we're friends now." But then I was like,
"Trolls are friends."
But I was like, "Yeah." So what's going? I asked him. I was like, "What do you think about the Russell Wilson stuff?" And he's like, "I get it. It's all about Pete Carroll, pretty much. It's what he's saying without saying it.
All up in the videos, all up in the press conferences."
And they're like, he's just fed
all
up
in the studio.
Fed up with not having an O-line. He's fed up with his receivers and running backs changing all the time. But yeah, Russell Wilson is a great quarterback. He's a top 5 quarterback in the league right now for sure. But all time, I don't know about that. He's got 1 ring, but as a game manager, just like Ben Roethlisberger, Aaron Rodgers, a number of guys who won it.
Aaron Rodgers is not a game manager. You shut your goddamn mouth. You shut your filthy poor mouth.
Okay, that was unfair.
Izzy has a reason to hate Aaron Rodgers.
That's
okay?
unfair.
You don't.
That's unfair to call him a full-on game manager.
48-5,
but he wasn't as good as he is now.
48-5.
He's much better now than he was when they won the Super Bowl.
Okay,
is that fair? Is that fair to say?
It was a shootout. What are you talking about? It was a low-scoring game. It was a
I know.
His defense was ass. His defense was wet ass in a paper bag.
Okay,
except
for his defense had like 5 of your favorite players on it,
and they were still ass. Dom Capers just put them in bad positions. Like Charles Woodson broke his collarbone in that Super Bowl.
Anyways, all I'm trying to say, what I should have just said was Aaron Rodgers is a lot better now than he was when he won the Super Bowl.
He's not a game manager, and he's had multiple chances. He's
okay, but can you just agree with that premise? Can you just agree with that premise?
No.
Aaron Rodgers is a lot better now than he was when they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but that's shade, so like you throwing shade right now.
Well, he was probably he was also making a lot less money then too.
I threw shade at myself when I said
he was probably making a lot less
ago.
money then too.
Like when I threw shade at myself when we were talking to Connor, and I said, "Yeah, that was 11 years ago."
Yeah, and his Super Bowl was 10 years ago.
Shit,
that's crazy to think about, huh?
Yeah, I remember in 2010 when he won the Super Bowl, he got on the cover of Madden, and I was like, "Damn, this is dope."
The reason why I bring that up,
he is much better now, though.
The reason why I bring that up is it's factually true that it's hard to win a Super Bowl when your quarterback is making a lot of money. So unless Russell Wilson is going to take a discount, or unless he's going to pull a Peyton Manning and go to a really good team at the end of his career, he might just have to face the facts that he might not get another ring. Doesn't matter if he's in Seattle or anywhere else.
He's not. Seattle's not winning. He would have to they'd have to pull up some monster trade and put him in.
They always pull off monster trades.
And he'd have to get traded.
They always pull off monster trades.
He'd have to get traded to New Orleans, and that's not going to happen. That's the one place he can win a ring.
Honestly,
the defense is already there.
Honestly, I think it would be a good move for them to move Russell Wilson, except for the fact that Seattle is on that same Raider shit. They're just a little bit better at it right now. But they still think they're smarter than everybody else. So they would find a way to fuck up 5 first-round picks for Russell Wilson, even though in theory that should give them 5 top players that should still make them relevant in the West.
The Raiders are the type of person to lose 92 bricks, and then the Chiefs end up finding it and signing all their players. That's how that joke came full circle.
All right, next up, we got Josh Gordon signing with the Fan Control Football League. He joins his former Browns teammate Johnny Manziel. Good Lord, you don't write for broadcast.
You don't write for broadcast.
I know I don't.
I wrote it for a podcast.
You definitely don't. I didn't take a fucking broadcast class.
You just hated on broadcast people. You did a broadcast project. I remember it was. Yeah, I was there. It was Mr. I hate broadcast. Mr. I hate broadcast, which you low-key love. You love them, but you hate them.
I honestly have more broadcast friends than I do digital and print friends.
Exactly.
Digital and print friends are weirdos.
Because they gave up and just stopped trying.
We're all weirdos. That's why I'm a weirdo, too.
Yeah, you guys are all weirdos. I'm eclectic. You're weird. What's the difference?
So you got to take her tangent on that?
Well, let's look at it like this. Seahawks cut him. At least he's doing something. And if Manziel can't get him the ball because his passing numbers are atrocious, at least they're having fun in the league.
Yeah, I agree with that. It gives.
I'm Team Marshawn Lynch though. So
it gives that league
their social media is hilarious
and some clout, and I think that's good for them.
But if he's dropping passes and playing like a bum, it's like, bro, you should get your life together.
I wouldn't mind seeing.
Sad at this.
I wouldn't mind seeing DeMarcus Ware in that league.
Did you say DeMarcus Ware?
Yeah, you see that 66-inch botch jump?
But he's always been stupid athletic.
He still is. That's what I'm saying.
He could have kept playing a couple more years.
I want to see some old heads out there.
Nah, that tarnishes the legacy. You got to get guys who are washouts.
Why not? It works in the Big Three.
But that's different.
Joe
Johnson made it back to the league. Basketball. Joe Johnson made it back to the league. I can go play basketball right now. I'm never making it to the NBA.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm down to see it.
Joe Johnson made it back to the league.
I'm down to see it.
Still play, but ain't nobody in the league, and none of these guys are gonna make it back into the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Some of these guys are NFL washouts.
It's not about that.
They're camp casualties.
Sometimes it's just about seeing your favorite players.
I'd love to see T.O. out there beating people's ass.
That's what I'm saying.
Joe Johnson.
Yeah, exactly.
Manziel.
But Manziel can't get anybody the ball except himself.
Yeah,
if they started letting
not just washouts, they're bums. You know, I mean, maybe not scoring,
I mean that's true. Like if they let like those 35 to like 40-year-old cats who are still athletic in the league, Johnny Manziel would wash out of that league too. Yeah. Let's just keep it 100.
He's gonna wash out of every league.
Peyton Manning could probably take his job right now.
Yeah, Peyton Manning.
Tony Romo could take his job right now.
Tony Romo could take his job and announce it better. he can announce while he's talking shit.
Hey, don't get. That's a good idea, Marshawn. There you go. We just gave you $1 million idea.
Hey, we really
get your quarterback to do the commentary as they're throwing the ball. Boom, fan controlled league.
Oh, so you mean Gruden's QB camp, where he flopped on most of the QBs that he had in the camp?
Nah. There were some number 1 picks in there.
That was out. Cam was obvious. Andrew was obvious. He flopped on Carr. He flopped on Tannehill.
The Raiders need to get Andrew Luck out of retirement.
He flopped on the Arkansas QB, who was a 4th rounder.
Ryan Mallett.
No, it was before. It was after Ryan Mallett. It was Tyler Wilson. Remember that? Got cut, never played again. Think he ended up in the XFL and didn't play there.
All right, next up, Alex Smith.
He had Landry Jones in the QB camp. Get the fuck out of here. Man, I wouldn't trust John Gruden. I would rather... I'm not even going to say that. That's fucked up. I'm not even going to say it.
Wow, it must really be fucked up if Kenny says it's too fucked up to say.
There may have been a molestation joke, but I'm not going to say it. I was going to say a Jerry Sandusky joke, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to make a Penn State reference. I'm not going to do it.
Alex Smith was cut by the WTF this past week, despite winning NFL Comeback Player of the Year. Take your tangent on that.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, we didn't want Haskins or you. And once you shattered your leg, we kind of wanted to be done with you. We just were waiting for the right time to dump you. That's some cold high school or college rebound fling type shit. That's some scumbag shit that you do your sophomore year of college.
I just think like they really just like left him for dead, and then he just kept coming back, and they just kept leaving him for dead, and he just kept coming back.
He's a fucking lingerer, bro. Lingerer. Why you linger so much? He lingered. What did you say? What?
If the Patriots can get their act together, I wouldn't mind seeing him there.
No, the Bears are going to get Alex Smith.
Nah, don't do that to him.
That could happen.
I don't want to see him get injured at Soldier Field.
They have no receiving threats.
Well, their offense is just dead.
But I don't know. He did something with Washington, and they just had 2 players.
No, they had weapons. Okay.
Young players.
They had weapons, though. And an offensive line.
Yeah, so you can, but you can get that.
The Bears are offensively lobotomized.
Okay, I agree with you, but I'm saying is you can build.
I appreciate what I just said.
I appreciate what you're saying.
Lobotomized.
But what I'm saying is you can build what Washington had last year if you draft right.
In Chicago.
If you draft right,
Peyton Manning would fail.
If you draft right,
Tom Brady would fail in Chicago.
If you draft right, you can get what Washington had.
Dan Marino would fail in Chicago. Michael Vick would have failed in Chicago. Pick anyone you want. No QB is successful in Chicago.
Tony Banks?
I'm going to stab the fuck out of you. Why do you keep saying Tony Banks all the time? He played for the Texans, bro. He wasn't even that good in Madden. You could have said Charlie Banks. You could have said Lloyd Banks. I would have been like, okay, I'll work with that. Carlton Banks. Ernie Banks.
Cordell Stewart?
He was in Chicago, I think.
I know.
And it didn't fucking work. And then I think they came out with a document about him because somebody came out with a rumor that he was gay and he said it ruined his career. I don't know. Some wild shit happened. But pretty much